Hello and welcome to this channel. Thank you so much for coming. I share tips and tricks on how to get more out of X-Plane 12, and today I'm looking at 12.3.0, the beta. And while everyone else is focused on the airliners and the weather radar, I'm going to look at the GA aircraft, starting with the Piper Cub and some of the enhancement that I noticed in the new weather update. First and foremost, looking at this airplane, one of the things that I noticed is the amazing cockpit lighting in the aircraft. This looks like if you had to buy this add-on, just a Piper Cub, I would gladly pay 40 bucks, 50 bucks, even 60 bucks for a Piper Cub with this kind of modeling and this kind of texturing. So the lighting looks fantastic with the update. And additionally, they've changed the flap settings, so now when you activate the flaps, it mimics what you would expect in real life, simply by grabbing the handle. So we'll take a look at the outside of the airplane so you can see how the flaps are lowered and how they go back up. So that is pretty fantastic. So that's the amazing add-on. And then also I'm going to turn on the landing light, so go up here and take a look at the reflections. You see the reflections here on the buttons? So this is all part of the beta update. Now, I didn't spend a lot of time with this aircraft before the beta update, so for some you can tell me if this looked like this, if it looked like this before the update. But just look at the reflections. I'm going to try to turn here. Probably wondering, what airport am I at and why am I at the gate? This is JFK right here at the terminal. So we're just going to taxi around just a little bit so you can see it in the night sky. So here we are leaving the gate. And take a look at the airport lights. I mean, this looks fantastic. So here we are. I don't know where I am, but I'm just going to follow this road out here. Now, for those who aren't familiar with the airport, maybe you are familiar with the airport, don't judge me. I'm just here showing you some of the features that I like, or some of the enhancements that I noticed. But look at the night light. This looks great. I'm going to stop really quick, pull up our map, see where we are. Okay, so if I keep taxiing this way, I'll see a taxiway and then I can turn on it. So here we go. I really like how the transponder light is fluctuating and glowing in the night. That is amazing. Lights. Very helpful. Look at this. I'll pull out my map again to see where I'm headed. Alright. Follow the green lights. I'm going to turn right here. And we're just going to go on the active runway so you can see what the lights look like on the runway. Again, this JFK airport, stock airport, no enhancements. This is just what it looks like in the beta, so you can see the, oh man, look at the windsock. That looks amazing. So here we go. I'm going to turn onto the runway. And please don't judge me. I rarely fly this airplane, so my takeoff may be a little suspect. But here we go. Lined up with the runway. And we're just going to gradually add full throttle. The tail take a look at the reflection on the cowl of the aircraft, the night lights. This almost looks real. For me, it is good enough. And what's amazing about X-Plane is that you can run it on Steam, you can run it on a PC, and you can run it on a Mac. So it is the best flight simulator on a Mac, and that's why I really enjoy it. So here's the night lights. Again, the only add-on that I have here is Sim Heaven or Haven. I call it Haven, just to make the environment a little bit more realistic and a little more dense. I love it. So we're going to swing around and try to land back on the runway. And we're going to look at one more airplane. So if you've been sticking around so far, we're going to look at the Sentinel L5 afterwards and see what that looks like with the new beta environmental enhancement, the weather enhancement. So if you don't fly airliners, this beta is still worth it. It is going to be a great visual enhancement, and it is worth downloading. Or you can wait till it's stable, but for me, it's been running quite well. It is what I run now. Look at a slow turn. Reduce the power of the cockpit. This is not a standard pattern, so don't judge me. I'm just freestyling, so to say, just because I wanted to record something really quick. So here we go. Approach this runway. Power idle. Just to lose some altitude. Next notch of flaps. Full flaps, but take a look at that terminal. Looks amazing at night. I mean, if you were to buy a GFK add-on, you could pay $40 for the airport add-on. And this is what it looks like stock. You combine that and the Piper Cub, easy worth $30-40, and that's the price of the sim, the whole entire sim. You're getting all of this and all the stock airplanes. You can't beat this value, and you're gonna have many hours of enjoyment. I don't know how many hours I have in the sim, but I can tell you this sim is just so enjoyable. So here we are with my non-standard approach, so you can see all the terminal, you can see the night lights and the activities. And there you go. If you look carefully in the prop area, you can see the lights shimmering as the rotation of the prop interacts with the frequency of the light, just like it would in the real world. So Laminar, fantastic on adding this effect, excuse me. It's amazing. Don't mind this horrible landing. I just wanted to showcase the lights and the effect. So now we're going to look at the next plane. But look at that, even the lights glistening off of this right here in front. That is nice little bit of detail. So let's change the airplane, and again I'll bring up the instructors operators panel by pressing I. That's how I set it up, and this allows you to quickly change airplanes and conditions really quick, and you can see where you are. So in this case, you look at the map and you can see the winds, and here we are, good to go. So let's go ahead and change the aircraft. Okay, here we are, same spot. Love this. to make sure the lights are on this airplane. So to do this, I'm gonna go here and we're gonna look at our aviation flashlight, make sure that the lights are on. So that's on this side. Landing light, there we go. There, you can see the light. Look at the glare. Nice attention to detail. I'm going to turn off the flashlight. But take a look at this. I mean, I barely spent time in this airplane, but after the update, I looked in and look at the detail, the texture. It looks amazing. Again, this one is, in my opinion, payware worthy. So we're going to unlock the brakes and we're simply going to depart. And I love that even the transponder light in this airplane is not as bright because I assume that this is an older vintage airplane. So here we go. And listen to the engine sounds. This is, once again, a stock aircraft, and it sounds great. It flies great. It's realistic in my opinion. It's what I imagine a plane of this vintage would fly like. And again, the texture, the detail, the way the lights fall inside the aircraft, that looks amazing. So even if you don't fly airliners or modern cockpits, you can enjoy this. You're gonna enjoy this weather update. It is a great quality of life improvement. Laminar has done a fantastic job with this, and it's just going to be a value add. So the question that you're probably thinking, if you're using Stable, should you try this one out? Well, I've been using it since it came out, and it is now my main. I don't have it. I can restore a backup copy, but I use the beta extensively, and I enjoy it. I mean, I've had no crashes except of my own doing in terms of the operating on the sim, and it's running pretty well. I can only imagine it getting better from this point forward. So this is the first release of the beta, and it already looks amazing. So what are some of the other things that you can do if you're not into airliners? Well, again, you can use the historic weather feature. So if the weather changes or you want to find some weather conditions that you missed because you're at work, or you can go back in time, up to a year back in time, and that's excellent. You can enjoy the great visuals, the clouds, and the environment, the lighting inside the cockpit. You can enjoy those as well. So you don't need to fly the Zebo or the Airbus 330, although those are fantastic airplanes to take time to learn. You can have a great time with this beta update with just a GA aircraft. And I'm not even talking about synthetic vision that's available in the Garmin 1000 replication or the weather radar. You can still enjoy the quality of life improvements flying these old GA aircraft. So I'm just gonna land it, and this concludes this video for today. I just wanted to showcase some of the GA enhancements with this beta update. So, if you are new to this channel, why don't you consider subscribing? And for those who just joined me on this journey, thank you so very much. Your subscription means the world to me. It encourages me to keep creating new content for you that will make you a better sim pilot. So thank you for this, for joining me on this journey. And once I land this airplane, I will pack it up for the night, and I will see you in the next video as we continue exploring some of the new features available with this sim update. This might be my best landing. Hold on for the ground move in this airplane since I've messed around with it. So once again, thank you for sticking all the way to the end. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your sim experience, and let me know what you discovered or what you like most about this new update. Look forward to seeing you in the comments. Have a great one. Happy seaming.